Z93, today's classic rock. Good morning, happy Monday, welcome to the program. It is your morning rush with Scotty Perry. On the show today, we're going to talk about how Red Dead Redemption had the biggest opening weekend for anything in entertainment history. I'll also tell you about a guy who filed a complaint about his crack dealer to the police, how a Journey Cassette cleared a building, also Ihops new pancakes, and how stressful it is to live in the big city. Plus, we'll also talk about what's going on at my blog at z93hv.com. First, though, here's Metallica. Z93, today's classic rock. Good morning there. And check this out. A guy in Indiana went to the cops to file a complaint against his crack dealers. That's right. He says they're threatening him because he hasn't paid them for all the crack that he got on credit. And there's no word on whether the cops busted the dealers or this guy, since he just admitted to buying crack. But, life problems, man. That's what I'm talking about. Who does that type of thing? All right, next we're checking in. Well, HudsonValleyWeather.com. We'll also see how that ride into work and school's moving along. We got some Foo Fighters, Def Leppard, and Green Day on Z93. Z93, today's classic rock. Good morning. It is your morning rush with Scotty Perry. Now check this out. Here's something you need to think about as you're heading out on that commute this AM. 23% of people who live in the big cities say they feel very stressed on a typical day, or about twice as often as people who live up here where we live in the country. And it takes 18 days before all that stress gets to you and you feel like you need to get away. Yeah, makes sense, right? All right, here's Pearl Jam. Z93, today's classic rock, Red Dead Redemption 2, the video game. Have you played it yet? I know I have. I'm pretty much addicted to it. It's definitely the best video game I've ever played in my entire life. And I've been playing video games for, almost 40 years now, which is crazy when you think about that. Red Dead Redemption made $725 million last Friday to Sunday, which is the biggest opening weekend in the history of entertainment. It even beat Avengers Infinity War, which made $640 million in its opening weekend earlier this year. I was part of this, I gotta tell you. It's absolutely amazing. Kudos to Rockstar. Tip of the cap to them. They really nailed this one. All right, next we're checking in. Well, HudsonValleyWeather.com. We'll also see how that ride to work and school's moving along. Some Evanescence, Bon Jovi, and Tom Petty on Z93. Z93, today's classic rock. Good morning. It is your morning rush with Scotty Perry. And a building in North Carolina was evacuated last week during the morning because somebody found a suspicious package, which ended up just being a good old-fashioned Journey cassette tape. And man, I thought everybody loved Journey. All right, here's Collective Soul, Z93. Z93, today's classic rock. Now check this out. IHOP, they got some new green pancakes going on over there. It's all part of the promotion for the new Dr. Seuss Grinch movie, which is coming out this Friday. Actually, though, the good news is they were going to keep them just for the next couple weeks, but now they decided to keep them through Christmas. As far as we know, they taste just like regular old-fashioned pancakes, but the hitch is they got cream cheese icing, candy hearts, and green whipped cream on top. All right, next we're checking in with HudsonValleyWeather.com. We'll also see how that ride to work and school's moving along. Some AWOL Nation, Aerosmith, and The Offspring on Z93. Z93, today's classic rock, Drowning Pool there with Bodies. And I love me a good gym fail. This one isn't too bad, but it's definitely worth the watch. A little hottie is doing some lifting of some serious weight. She gets it right up over her head, no problem. She drops it down to the ground. The only problem is it bounces back up and almost takes her out. You can check out the video now by heading to my blog, z93hv.com. The keyword is Scotty. Next, we're checking in with HudsonValleyWeather.com. We got some Metallica, Billy Idol, and in 7 minutes, it's Queen on Z93. Z93, today's classic rock, Metallica there. Nothing else matters. Yup, and that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out today. Coming up next at 10 a.m., Gary C's here for you. Right away at 10 a.m., he's got your next chance at $1,000 thanks to Z93 Switch Cash. After him at 2 p.m. comes my man, the Tig Man, and then I'll be back again here tomorrow beginning at 6 a.m. with the Morning Rush. And until then, you stay classy, Hudson Valley.